this is going to be a hybrid video. I'm going to show you how I've installed a bead into my hair, and then I'm also going to show you how I just split my hair into micro braids for the sections because I had small braids before this, but I got tired of it, so I did some micro braids, and some I did a bit too small. Exhibit A right over here, this I did too small. And then some I did like the size at the top. So here's the first video. So first things first, you need a bead and you need a bead tour. So you just put the bead in the beater, and then after that you have your hair, and I use, you know how your braids are parted into 3 sections? I use 2 sections and I hold those sections. I put it into the hole of the beater, and then I push the beater in to the hair, but I try to hold the hair as I'm pushing the beater in. I hope that makes sense. After that is when I separate it into 3 again, and then I braid it. This I've seen so beneficial then, instead of just using 1 section, because I feel like when it has 2, when it's split into those 2 sections, it doesn't come off as easily as it does with 2 sections, and I just don't want to use a rubber band on my hair, so this is just something that I do. So right now I'm just unbraiding this small braid that I had in order to install my micro braids, and once I'm done unraveling this 1 braid, I usually split it off into 2 sections depending on the size. Sometimes I even split it into 4 in order to get it as small as possible. So I'm in the middle of unbraiding this braid. As you can see, this is the size of the braid. It's small, it's not micro. So with this set of hair, I split it in 2, and I like splitting my hair into small braids before doing micro braids because it just makes it quicker, because your hair is already parted into certain sections and you don't have to worry too much about having to part it, and it saves you a lot of time in the midst of doing your mini braids. So when I'm done unraveling it, I just detangle with my hands. And a key part about this whole thing is detangling in the midst of it, because you want to retain the length that you just grew out. And taking your time also when you detangle, that you're not rushing through it. Because if you're rushing through it, then, like I said, you're just going to have breakage, and that literally just doesn't have any benefit. It's normal for your hair to shed during this time, because I believe your hair sheds around 100 strands a day. So don't overthink and think you're like losing your hair if you see some hair coming out while you're detangling. It's just you don't want a clump of hair coming out. You know, just small strands. Yeah, so for the rest of this video, I'm just finishing up this braid. So I hope this helped if you are on this mini braid journey or micro braid journey. One thing I just want to leave you with is, as you're braiding, please just make sure you're careful as to making sure other strands are not getting in the way of the section that you are braiding. It will just help in time for your takedown process, that there's as the least amount of just mingling with other strands as possible. So I hope this video helps, and towards the end I'm going to show you a more up close video as to how I braid So I just pray you have a blessed day, and thank you for watching.